Hey, how's it been going everyone? Welcome to my channel. Today I am attempting to make a new series that no one had done before. This video is about what if Goku was the first destroyer. I don't know how many parts I can upload of this series. It can be a two-part series because I do not have much idea about what should I do in future. Watching this video, if you consider it's good, please like, comment and subscribe. It will make me very happy. And if you want me to continue this series after that and have some suggestion, please join my Discord. The link in the description. If I say the truth, I have only 4 members in my Discord, but I am not sad about it because they are really helpful. If I got into some trouble, they really help me. So I'm asking you, if you want to make a bond with me like that, please join me in my Discord. I really need all of your assistance. I think I talked too much about the outside stuff, so enough talking. Let's get into this part. This will cause a big change in Dragon Ball timeline. As if I'm making Goku the first destroyer, I can't add another Goku there, so I'm replacing Goku with the legendary Super Saiyan Vegeta and Vegeta with Broly. Yes, I'm making Vegeta a legendary Super Saiyan to make this video a little interesting in the future. Also, I'm not going to change a lot about the events on Earth, but as a satisfaction, long story short, as so on planet Vegeta, a Saiyan baby named Broly was born. He was born with quite such amusing power level, but not even close to the king's son Vegeta, who was born with a power level of 10,000. King Vegeta liked that a son other than his son also born with such good power level. So King Vegeta ordered Paragus to send Broly to a planet called Planet Earth to grow up there and conquer it. Paragus expressed his gratitude that the king himself giving his son this big opportunity, and so he sent Broly to Earth. Eventually, 5 years later, Frieza also arrived at the planet and about to destroy it. So King Vegeta also sent his child in the same coordinate as Broly. And this is how they both got into Earth. From now on, I am little fast forwarding the events on Earth because if I don't do that and explain everything, it will become like what if Vegeta was born with legendary Super Saiyan and sent to Earth with Broly, not like what if Goku was the first destroyer. So shall be it. Vegeta and Broly eventually meet to each other. After some days, Vegeta is having a liking to this place because of the people here and mainly the food. They both settle there, hoping that one day they will conquer this planet. And so, one of the beginning events also occurred, like Pilaf stealing Boma's Dragon Ball and summon it. They both see the dark sky and a dragon who is talking to someone. So they head out there and sees someone is on the cage and a child-looking guy is about to make a wish. But Vegeta interrupts by knocking Pilaf and wished to be in the planet Vegeta be restored. But he did not have the power, so he wished for a training room. Vegeta sees all of this with awe and said, "You freak, why did you watch my wish? If you really needed a training room, I should be able to make one for you. But now it's gone." And they went to their own way. The next some of the events goes the same as causing Vegeta and Bulma to encounter a lot, and so they started to liking each other and started dating. The androids events also occurred, but at this time the Saiyans are a lot stronger, so they easily beat Cell, leaving 17 or 18 not to die. They all become friends and take part in the next World Martial Art Tournament. In there, seeing their power, Roshi, Krillin, and also others known Z fighters introduce themselves. And in the tournament, Vegeta proposed Bulma and Broly proposed 18. 18 said that she is an android, but Broly said that he will use the Dragon Ball to make her a human, accept the abilities. And so they both get married and started living in Bulma's house. Later on, they both have childs, one named Trunks and one Yom. Eventually, Frieza was been informed that two Saiyans is able to escape the destruction and they are living in Earth. Frieza hearing this instantly head out there and after getting there he sees the Saiyans. Oh, I see, it is not Prince Vegeta. So you are the two who able to escape your fate. But your bad luck, now you are going to die. Vegeta was fuming in anger and so he able to transform into his legendary Super Saiyan and destroy Frieza. Many years later, as like canon, they also faced off Majin Buu and so on. They able to defeat him. And after that, some more years has passed. Yes, I know I'm skipping a lot. because the main part is not come yet. So please be patient and stay with me. So in this time, Vegeta and Broly get lot stronger. They both able to achieve Super Saiyan 2, but Vegeta is lot stronger than Broly. Besides, Broly is almost near to achieving the Super Saiyan 3. Vegeta and Broly's sons also grow up as they can go high school now. And so the sudden day had come of Boma's birthday. Wall is attending the party, but all of a sudden two figures arrive from the sky. This is Viras and Whis. At first, they all try to convince him by feeding him delicious food. Viras also liked it, but it did not able to change his eager to fight the Super Saiyan god. So he threatened to destroy this planet. Broly, hearing this, immediately transformed into his Super Saiyan 2 and charged at Beerus. Beerus is also having fun with fighting him, but then he easily knocked Broly down. The Zephyrus also came, but Beerus did not even take out a sword to knock out them. Vegeta then transformed into his Super Saiyan 2 and rushed at Beerus. Beerus gets shocked by his power. It is so much higher than others. Beerus at first is having a hard time, so he powered up to his 70% and started to beat Vegeta and also talking about the destruction of Earth if he would not win. Vegeta get more angry and so he able to transform into his legendary Super Saiyan and started to demolishing Beerus. Beerus could not stand like that for long, so he powered up to his 88% and able to defeat Vegeta. Beerus liked the battle, so he spared the Earth. And also Whis gave Vegeta and Broly the offer to train with him. Therefore, Whis took Vegeta and Broly to Beerus' planet after 3 months as he promised. 1 year has passed after they started training and they become a lot stronger. Broly is now able to transform into his Super Saiyan Blue and Vegeta now almost mastered his legendary Super Saiyan. We are not going to talk about the resurrection of Frieza Saga because we all know what's going to happen. So let's move on. While Champa arrived at Beerus' planet and agreed for a tournament between Universe 6 and 7. In this point, Vegeta was also able to get some of the God Keeper training with an angel, and so his base power is get lot stronger. For the tournament of universe has begun. Vegeta came to the stage first and with a single attack knocked out Butamo. Then came Magata. He is a strong opponent, but in front of Vegeta's brutal strength, he is nothing. So he also get knocked out. Next up Kaba. Vegeta as in can teach Kaba how to transform into a Super Saiyan and then he knock him out cold. Frost gets up on the stage. Meanwhile, Champa is getting furious that a single person kicking all the butts of his fighters. Vegeta again sees Broly and they nod. And they swap position it because they previously decided that to Vegeta will fight three of them while Broly will fight two. Broly knocked Frost without giving him a chance for cheating. He also saw how easily the fight ended up. So in his turn, he started to improve his time skip as much as he could. So Broly also transformed into his Super Saiyan Blue. This Super Saiyan Blue is even stronger than Goku's Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken 10. Due to Broly born with such power and also able to spar a powerful foe like Vegeta every day. And the battle concludes by Broly winning this match. As the consequences is about to begin among Champa and his fighters, Zeno arrives and tells that he also wished to have a tournament like this. In here no Goku, so no one become friend with Zeno and he lived. The next thing goes the same until we get to know that in here it is not Goku Black who is destroying future Trunks timeline. It's Broly Black. Because Zamasu saw the godly power of Broly but did not see Vegeta using it, so he chose Broly. But it was the biggest mistake, and so Vegeta in his godly legendary Super Saiyan form able to kill Broly Black and captured Zamasu in the evil contendant chamber. And the next thing you know, the tournament of power began. All the fights almost goes the same, but a little different that Vegeta and Broly able to knock a lot of them, and Vegeta is the one who challenged Jiren and Broly with Toppo. The battle was intense. Toppo in his digital mode was able to match Broly. It gave Broly a little push that he was needed for break out his limit and he transformed into his Super Saiyan Blue evolution and knocked Toppo pretty easily. And then he go to help Vegeta and knock Jiren out of the ring. They win the fight. Daishinki announced the Universe 7 to be the winner of this tournament and asked what their wish. They asked the same wish like in canon and then the dragon disappeared. As Daishinkin is about to end the tournament, he sends something and immediately go to Zano and whisper on his ear that, Sire, I think the magic is getting weaker. I'm assuming that Lord Goku will be awake in some years. Are you sure? I can't wait to meet him after a long time. And this is where we first get to know about the mighty First Destroyer. So this is where I'm ending this part. Hope you guys like it. I know it took a whole part to cover only the events, but don't worry. In the next part, we are going to cover up the story of Goku and what will he do after that. So to see that, please don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to get my videos notification as fast as I upload. Okay then, see ya. Bye bye.